Good? Okay. I was like, oh no, please don't leave yet, Cami. Okay. Cool. Okay. Well, hello, everybody. I know that the connect messages just went out, so I know that like people are swarming in. So I just wanted to kind of give it a couple seconds for people to hop on. But you guys, we are so excited for this. This is day one of our third host to post movement, which for me, I don't know, this just has me so excited because we have fresh faces, fresh topics, and some of it will be repetitive, yes, but it's what I love about these is that yes, we've done a movement 2 other times before this, but now we're in July, and now we have reevaluated what's important right here, right now for everyone that needs to hear this. So we have put a lot of time and energy into this. So if I could encourage you anything, I understand that people are going back to work, not everybody can get on live. Check out the recordings if you missed this live, and also don't share it just for yourself. Share it with everyone. Make sure you guys are actually texting your teams the recordings and the reminders to get on this. Don't just put it on your team page and expect them to see. I know a lot of people missed the graphic earlier this morning, so this is going to be so good. I just want to jump in real quick. Before we jump in, I want to screen share, and I want to flash the income disclosure statement because we are proud of it. These are just, hang on. Okay, here's our income disclosure statement, you guys. These are just averages. We are very proud of this. This is a badge of honor. I just wanted to flash this real quick so that everybody could get a quick look at this. But you guys, I just want to honestly jump right in. Let me exit this. I still don't know how to work my computer. Okay, I just want to jump right in because I'm excited, and we are going to kick this off with all of the information. You guys, when we tell you something that maybe is an aha moment, or you're like, holy moly, it makes sense, will you drop it in the comments? We can't promise that we'll answer everything in the comments, but when Tierra talks, I'm going to glance at the comments, and I'm sure she's going to look while I'm talking. And if we see that there's a consistent question that's being asked on repeat, we'll try to address it. But we want to know when we tell you guys something that really helps you. So we're going to kick this off. We're going to tell you all about host to post. And you guys, like I said this before, but I need you to understand this movement is going to be very good. Guys, I think we've covered every single topic. We have old school people, the OGs of It Works, talking about how host to post even transformed their business. We have men killing it in the business. We have testimonies. We have all things, honestly, all things. Host to post hater turned success story. But what I'm most excited about is the last 2 days, something we've never done before. The second to last day is going to be all in Spanish speaking only, all revolved around host to post. And then the final day will be French speaking. So I think that's super cool. We've never done that before. But with that being said, you guys, this movement, if you've never been a part of one before, we're going to cover something about host post every single morning at 10 a.m. Central, 11 Eastern, every single morning up until the 17th, okay? So again, if you miss it, the recordings will be posted everywhere. But honestly, I just kind of wanted to touch on that, and then I wanted to dive into host to post because some of you guys on here, you might be brand spanking new, and I'm going to leave Tierra up to explaining what it is. But for me, guys, host to post came to be in 2017, and how I really took it and run with it was from watching a video where someone was just talking about how she had posted a status asking, would anyone do me a favor and post for me? I'll give you some free samples to do so. She talked about this on a Zoom, and honestly, I knew that it was gold, and I was like, I think we can take it and run with it. Like, I think it can be way better than just having a status being like, who wants to post on their wall for me? And so we took it and ran with it, and I'm going to hopefully break it down on my end on what I did in 2017 and how it's still exploding my business here in 2020. But host post for me, it took me to presidential. It took me from having a goal of signing 5 customers a month and that being hard for me to signing over 100 customers a month, right? So I'm excited for this because we're going to cover everything. And so there's people on here that are maybe skeptical. There's people on here that maybe are professionals. But what I love about these movements is that I've been on every single one, and I love to hear people because sometimes they just say a sentence a little bit different than I say it, and I'm like, I want to change it. I already want to change my method. So I love this. It's for everybody. You can still learn, but host post has blown up my business, and it never ever stops working. And towards the end of this, I really want to talk about some homework to keep host to post revolving for you, because we understand it can slow down, but it never stops working. But Tierra, I want you to just jump in a little bit about yourself and really tell them, like, break down what host post is. We are launching this for them, and some people are on here like, I don't even know what host post is, but I was told to get on this.
Yes, I'm first of all so excited to be on today. Thank you so much for having me. So I'm gonna just break down what Host to Post is. I know a lot of people see HAP and they're like, "What is that?" I have no idea what it is. So HAP stands for Host a Post, and basically what it is you simply asking your network, whether it's your family, your friends, your social media following, to make a post for you on their page. You're gonna give them the post to put up, and all they have to do is copy it and paste it directly onto their wall. And from that, you're able to kind of tap into their network and grow your network and do so many other things that we're going to cover today. So I started this business 4 years ago, you guys, and I was actually one that wanted to build from Instagram primarily. I wasn't a Host to Post hater, but I was a Facebook hater. Okay. I did not want to use Facebook to grow my business. And I literally stayed at Double Diamond for 2 years. And at that point, I was like, you know what? I'm willing to do whatever it takes to get to the next level. And I heard people saying that something called Host to Post was working on Facebook. And that's when I took the time to sit down to figure out Facebook. And Host to Post is definitely what took me to Triple Diamond and Presidential Diamond as well. So I definitely went from being just a step to success girl to getting lots of customers per month. So I'm forever grateful for Host to Post. And again, today you guys are going to realize how many ways it can actually help and grow your business.
Yes, I'm just so excited. I'm so excited. We're just gonna, guys, if you will allow this, we're just gonna kind of bounce off each other. And I asked Tierra what she thought her most important things were for like just the start of Host to Post, and then I have mine. And so we're gonna kind of interweave into each other. But I want to really cover, you know, what I did in the beginning. Now I don't necessarily do it the same, but I really want to cover this because I would probably, if I were to assume, I would assume that more people on here than not are like, I really haven't had it take off yet. I'm here to learn and all the things. So I really want to talk to you guys because what I did in the beginning is I printed off my friends list, okay? And I don't have all the directions on how to do that. It's pretty self-explanatory. Ask your upline. There's probably a post on your team page, but I printed off my friends list. And the reason I did this is because I had thousands of friends on my Facebook, but I knew that like Facebook runs on an algorithm and not everybody's seeing my stuff. So I knew that there was a huge untouched market on my feed and I really wanted to utilize everyone. So what I did is I made it into a game. I have it right here. Okay, I made it into a game. I printed off my friends list. I put it on a clipboard. I have not touched this for a while because we have other ways too, and I know Tierra's gonna talk about it, but this is what really, really exploded Host Post in the beginning because I kind of was like, I know this works, but I don't know how to like keep it going. So I printed off my friends list, and here's the goal once you print it off. You're gonna go through each and every single person. And this is what I love about it is your ultimate plan is to get Host Post up, but you're also cleaning out your friends list. You're also finding people, like I would come across people and be like, I don't even want them to Host Post. Like I need to tell them that they should be doing what I'm doing. Because guys, honestly, I know we're talking about Host Post, but cold messaging is what got me from distributor to Triple Diamond in 15 months because I didn't care. And I was like, anytime there's this feeling in my stomach that someone's going to be good, I have to message them. So that's what I love about printing your friends list off is that you have all of these names. You're going to go through, your goal is to go through every single one and ultimately talk to them. So maybe they're not all host posting, but you're going to at least talk to them. If you come across a name on your friends list and you're like, I don't want to message them, they shouldn't be on your friends list. Then you're weeding people out. So you're knocking every single thing out. It's fun. It's a little bit boring, but it's so easy. You can sit in front of your TV and have it, but you're going through every single person on your friends list. Okay. So this is what really exploded my business in the beginning. And like I said, I'm either going to ask them to join my team in a non-spammy way, or I'm going to ask them to throw a post up for me, or I'm going to take them off my friends list. Okay. And so I know that there might be a question that's like, how do we know if we should take them off? That's for you to decide, guys. I sometimes take people off if I've messaged them 15 times and they've never responded. Sometimes I go to someone's Facebook and I'm like, I just don't need them there. I just don't need them. I'm not going to give you guys examples. We all know who we don't want on our Facebook, okay? But printing off your friends list is so crucial because that will, like, if you feel like you're lost, okay? And some of you guys might not even be lost. You might be killing it, but you're like, wow, I've never printed off my friends list. So hopefully that helps you. I also want to talk to you guys real quick about tracking your stuff. And we have so many different ways, guys, so many different ways to do this. And I know that like Amy and there's so many trackers everywhere on eSuite too, I think now. But here's what I want to tell you guys. I want you to figure out, when it comes to organizing, I want you to figure out what works for you. And honestly, for me, I kind of have a lazy mindset sometimes. And sometimes, I don't know if anyone's like me, but sometimes if something seems too hard, I'm like, nope, I can't do it. And if I like overcommit myself, I freak out and I'm paralyzed. So I did use the trackers and I loved them, but then they ended up being a little bit too intense for me. I needed to kind of downgrade for myself. Some of you guys kill it with the trackers, don't stop. I ended up using a notebook method. And this was easy for me because I didn't need to print anything off. This just came with me, whatever. So what I ended up doing, I've tweaked this up multiple times, but what's working for me right now and for the longest period of time is I will put the day at the top. So it will be like, today would be Monday, the 6th. And then I separate it into 3 sections. I know you guys cannot see what's going on here. You're not intended to. I'm just going to explain it. It's super simple. 3 sections. The top section are my host posters. My second section is my potentials. Someone to me is considered a potential if we're conversating back and forth. A potential to me isn't me getting someone to host post and Tierra commenting on my TFX host post saying, I'm interested. I send her a message and then she doesn't respond. She's not my potential. She hasn't even responded to me yet. Hopefully that helps you guys. Don't write everyone's name down. It gets a little bit stressful unless that works for you. The third section is my new enrollments, okay? So I just kind of address this every morning and my goal is to fill this out. This is an old one, but my goal is to fill it out. You guys want a bunch of potentials. You guys want a bunch of host posters and you guys want a bunch of enrollments. And then I also want to say what helped me with host posts, and I think I learned this the first movement in May, is to write down their name once they say yes. This sounds like common sense. And when they were talking about it, that wasn't even like a tip. And I was like, oh my gosh, that was huge for me, because what you'll find is as you guys are conversating with people, 50 people will tell you, yes, they'll post. You'll give them the post and then boom, something happened. Just because they don't post after they say yes, it doesn't mean they're not interested, but you have to realize that them posting for you is not their first priority. So they get caught up in life, they get busy. It doesn't mean that they just don't like you. It doesn't mean that they don't want to. So it's really great that when someone says yes, you write their name down right away. They're not a successful host poster until you highlight them. You're highlighting them once they put it up. So I just wanted to write that down. I wanted to make sure I told you guys that because that will be very significant to your success. It was a game changer for me because when I was looking down at paper, I'm like, how come 20 people said yes, but only 2 people actually posted? That was the disconnect for me. And so it was crazy. So then I would go to them either the same day or the next day. I don't think that you guys have to really freak out about when's the proper time to follow up. Follow up when it comes to you. I will follow up the same day and be like, hey girl, just making sure everything's okay. Do you want another post? Don't forget, I really want to get your entry in. Almost, I would probably say 9 times out of 10, they're like, I'm so sorry, I got caught up. And if they're that 1%, then they'll be like, can I have another post? Sorry, I'm just not comfortable putting that up. But sometimes they don't come to you and say that. So being organized will help you guys take host posts to the next level. And I want to just make sure I say again, I am not an organized person, guys. I switch up my ideas of like my method to my madness over and over again because I just like to reinvent it like over and over. So I just want to let you guys know, don't stress about it. Don't think you have to have the most perfect thing. And again, if the trackers are working, or maybe you took the trackers and you completely made them your own, there is no right or wrong way. You just have to have a way. That's really all there is to it. So I just wanted to make sure I covered that. Printing off your friends list, tracking and organizing will take your host to post and business to the next level.
All right, so I want to talk about other ways that I like to organize myself with getting host to post up, and I really hope this helps you guys. So one thing that I recently started doing was using my birthday list. I have printed out my friends list too, but if you go to your Facebook page, your actual Facebook page, and then you click the friends list, you not only can see people who are in your area, so people you went to college or high school with, and then you can see the birthday list. So I literally started going down the birthday list. If it's someone's birthday, you cannot tell them or ask them to host a post for you on their birthday. That's just not nice. But what you can do is use that as an opportunity to interact with them and just say, happy birthday. I hope you have a wonderful day. And in that interaction, that's kind of going to lead them to your profile. And I'm going to tell you guys how that benefits you in a second. But using that, that list, it also lets you know whose birthday is coming up in 2 days, 3 days, a week, a month. And it goes all the way out. And so I started using that because if you get someone to host a post for you 3 days or so before their actual birthday, well, on their birthday, everyone gets a whole bunch of comments on their page saying that, you know, happy birthday and stuff like that, or hope you have a great day. And on that day, some people may see your host a post, and then you may get more comments on the host a post that they put up for you. So another thing that I think about, most people are in like a good mood or good spirits around their birthday. So they're willing to or do a charitable cause. So my post is a charitable cause. Put my post up on your page, please. And they're usually willing to do it. So I definitely suggest using that. Another thing that I do is I scroll down my news feed on Facebook, the people who have posted, like this morning, for example, I did my power hour, and that's another reason why I like post to post, because I'm able to like divide up my day. So in the morning, I get the requests out there. And so I just scroll down my news feed, and the people who recently posted, I'm asking them like, hey, are you willing to do me a quick favor and put up a post for me on your page? A lot of those people are saying yes, because they literally just posted. So it's not a situation where they haven't posted in years. So that's another easy way to do it. And of course, interactive posts or random posts of like your family and stuff like that. If they care enough to comment on a picture of your family, or to like it or love it or show some type of interaction, then they care about you. And so I just ask them to post for me if I get likes and comments and stuff on my photos. So what that does for you, I love it because it kind of allows your business to work in full circle. So everyone has heard of the daily 6 list or 4 list. And if you haven't, that is like posting, messaging, adding to your network, interacting, what else? Getting potential customers and distributors. And my potentials, I count them by phone numbers. So when I get the actual phone number, that's when I write their names down for me. So what I love is that Host a Post allows you to add to your network. So before you are reaching out to people, you want to always add them as a friend so they'll know who you are. Well, when you're posting on your actual page, have you ever like posted, Rachel, let me know, have you ever posted a post on your page and you get a host a post and you add those people and they come to your page and was like, I want to try this, I want to try that, I want to try, like that happens all the time, you guys. And it's a great way to get potential distributors, because if you're posting about your business and someone's interested in the cleanse and they come to your page and they see the hair vitamins in a potential business post, they may likely ask about everything. So I know we've been pushing Host a Post for a while. I want you guys to not get out of the groove of also posting and sharing what you have to offer on your actual page. So that's one thing I love about Host a Post. It keeps me on track with that. The interaction piece, I told you guys, using the birthday list, that is interaction when you're telling those people happy birthday. So you're able to see multiple people who have birthdays today and you're able to tell them happy birthday. Don't just say happy birthday, give them a little more. Say, I hope you have a blessed day, or I hope you enjoy yourself or something. And those people who don't know you, they're gonna also come to your page like, who's this girl? Like, why did she take time out to tell me happy birthday? And again, that is a way for you to grow your network too. So love that. What else? I'll let you go, Rachel.
Okay, yes, guys. And the thing is this goes perfect right after her, is because, and I saw, this is so funny, because I'm like, wait, it's coming, hang in there. Some people are like, I post on my wall for giveaway and I don't get anything. And like, so, this is the thing. We sometimes think that having giveaways, it's great. Honestly, I don't know who started that. I really have no idea who started that, but thank you, because it's so brilliant, because you can do these interactive posts, have people drop it, yada, yada. The unfortunate thing about that is the first couple times it blows up. And then you have the mindset that every single time you do it, it has to blow up or you're screwed. Honestly, that's just what it comes to. And it's funny because I've gotten caught up in this mindset too. Here's what I want to say, guys. Host to post works. If it's not working for you, it's because you're not doing the homework. And this is something I get stuck in this. Like, I get lazy and I don't do the homework. And I always know when I'm slacking on my back end because it slows down. Okay. So I really, really, really encourage you to change your mindset from it doesn't work to maybe I'm not working it like I should, because I'll be honest, sometimes the homework sucks. Let's talk about what the homework is. Okay. For me, in order to keep Host to Post going, you need a revolving amount of people coming into your Facebook. And it's great when you have a couple Host posts a day blow up, but sometimes that's not enough, you guys. So you need to be very aware. You need to think of it as a game. You need to be aware of what your Facebook looks like. How many friends did you start with that day? You need to make sure you're having a revolving amount of people coming in, but also, like Tierra said, having people or having posts on your social media. You cannot just do Host posts behind the scenes and have a quiet feed. Okay, so here's what I think is very important when it comes to homework. What I mean by that is don't just rely on the giveaway post to get host posts up. The friends list is part of the homework. Weed people out, ask new people. You guys, if only you knew how many times I was like, I'm just kind of stalled. I'm stalled. This is weird. I don't like it. I pull this out and maybe I get through one sheet and one random host post, one random girl. Like right now I'm in 2015. So you would think I joined in 2014. You would think that all these people have been touched. No, they haven't, because I don't even know who's all on my Facebook. So please do the homework and make sure you have new friends coming in all the time. And honestly, I ended up taking this off my daily or off my notebook method because I had too much on it. But something that was and is very important, and maybe you need to actually write down the boxes. You need to make sure you're writing down how many people are accepting your friend request, and you should shoot for 25 plus. Okay, so sending a friend request doesn't mean anything. Quite frankly, it doesn't mean anything. They need to accept it, right? And so having those new people on your feed is what's going to make those giveaway posts blow up. Also, maybe not doing a giveaway post every single day of the week. That might also help them blow up. But there's a lot of homework to be done, you guys. You need to make sure you're writing the stuff down. You need to make sure you're getting your 10 host posts up a day. You have to make sure you're doing these things. But here's what I also want to say, and I don't want to dive too much into this because I know that we have something for every single day and people will cover this, but be aware of when things are slowing down and be strategic of the host post you're going to put up. If I'm going to dive in this morning, I haven't gotten any host posts up today. And honestly, I took all weekend off. We have family in town and I needed to unplug. I'm excited to dive back in. I am feeling a little bit slower right now. What I would do is my next 5, I'll probably get the giveaway. I will have someone else do the partnered up giveaway. What that is the giveaway post here. We're talking about, I think she talked about it already. Maybe I'm just talking about it in my head, but I would have like my first 5 people say, I've partnered up with my friend Rachel to give away XYZ. So then all of their people comment and I get to add all of them. That's going to explode the rest of my day. So don't just dive into the host post you know works all day long. That does help, but there will be days where you might get 10 TFX ones up and nothing happens from it. Nothing happens. And then you guys freak out instead of just revolving into a different host to post. So that's part of the homework, is being aware of when things are going really good and when things aren't and when you need to spice it up. Okay. So for me, if my network is a little bit dull, and I'm like not getting interactive things aren't happening, I might pump the brakes on I just might pump the brakes on certain things like the giveaway post and make sure I'm really getting new people on my feed. Okay. So does this make sense? I'm not even looking at the comments, but I hope that this was like an aha moment for some people. I know it sounds like common sense, but for some people, you really think all you have to do is do a giveaway post once a week and it's going to catapult you through the whole week. That's not true. You will find if you don't do the homework behind the scenes, you will have the same people commenting every single time. And that gets a little old. It gets a little bit annoying. So spice it up, do the homework. This method will help you do the homework because you're going to be having new people come in. And if you feel like you don't get new faces on your Facebook, maybe that's part of your 6 list now. Maybe it's number 1, getting 25 new people to accept your friend request every single day. Maybe that's like step 1 of your day to make sure you get it done. But be aware of what's going on in your business, what's working, what's not working. Honestly, the last thing I'll say about this, sorry, I'm really talking a lot here. What I like about the notebook is like if I were to flip through all these, if you're consistent with it, you'll see June 3rd, June 4th. You can look at those days where you had huge blowups and be like, what did I do? Right? Guys, I just read this in, I think it might've been It Takes What It Takes. He said, you know, it's great to figure out like when stuff isn't working, it's great to pick it apart and be like, well, what was going wrong? Why am I stalled? Why am I failing right now? It's just as, if not more important, to pick it apart when you are succeeding, when you do have that success, when you do just promote to ambassador. Step back and be like, why did I? If you don't know why you're even having success, how do you expect to not only duplicate that success for you again, but for your team? That's when we stand here and people are like, how did you go to ambassador? And you're like, quite frankly, I don't even know. That should not be coming out of your mouth. So I want you guys to think about that. If you're stuck, I'll say stuck instead of stuck. If you're stuck in your business right now, figure out what it is. Take time to do that. And if you're killing it right now, I want you to do the same thing. Because if you don't know what's going well for you and you just know it's going well for you, you won't be able to teach others. And we can't be selfish, guys. We have to be selfless in showing our team. It's great for you to sign 50 customers, but what is your team doing? Do they know what you guys are doing? Okay, sorry, just totally got off. But I wanted to tap into that. You have more stuff to say, right? Oh no, you're talking about the giveaway now.
I do. And before we go into that, I just want to say a quick tip really quick. Your profile picture, you guys, your name on Facebook, those things really matter. So if you're asking someone to post for you, one, they're not even going to open the message that you're sending to them if it's not a presentable picture of you as your profile picture. So make sure that you guys are editing that. You don't want to have a shoe or some nails as your profile picture. You want to have you so they'll know who's actually asking them to post for you. Your name, and again, they're going to check your page, because if you're asking someone to post, they're going to want to know what types of things would she want me to post for her. So if you're not posting like we stated, then they're not going to be willing to post for you because they have no idea what you would want them to post. Or if you're posting or you're sharing other people's posts, why would I post for you if I don't even know what you're sharing from yourself? So keep that in mind. Do not get stuck or hung up on the people who are saying no. When you are messaging people and asking them to host a post for you, you're going to get several different responses. Some people are going to say yes, sure. Some people are going to say it depends. Some people are going to say, what is it? Some people are going to say no. For those who say no, that's fine. You can go to their page and you can go find a recent post that they put up and add from the recent post. Do not add from their friends list, add from a recent post that they put up. Because if you're adding from the friends list, that does not mean that the people you're adding are active on social media. But if someone recently liked a photo, then they're active, okay? So you want to add from the likes and comments on a recent photo. But if they say it depends or what is it, do not spend too much thought on that. Just give them the post. Either they're going to put it up or not. Giving them the post answers that question and lets them know what it is. I want to talk about giveaways a little bit more. I want you guys to understand it does not have to be a huge giveaway in order for you to, get comments and stuff like that. You can do a lunch giveaway. You could do a free product. You could do anything. It does not have to be like a Louis Vuitton purse or anything like that. So keep that in mind. I love the giveaway post because as I stated, or as Rachel stated, when things are getting slow for my business, I can put up a random post on my page. It could be about my family. It could be a little conversation that my 5-year-old had with me, and all of the comments and likes on it, I'll go through and I'll ask all of those people to put up a giveaway post for me. So again, I'm getting lots of new people into my network from that. Lots of people wondering how in the world is she able to give this? Lots of people coming to my page and wanting to know why is she even willing to give $500 or a lunch giveaway. And then from that, they're wanting to be a part of my network, or they're wanting to know more about me, and they're sticking around for that reason. And those people turn into potential distributors or customers, and I'm able to add to my business from that. So again, do not wait for your team to do a huge giveaway. You can do a lunch giveaway. And just from that, people are going to want to know who's this person and why is she so willing to give?
You just killed it. You killed it. And you had a lot of people were like, aha, 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 aha. So I love it. And I got some people were confused. HBD is the happy birthday, guys. There were a lot of people, bless their heart. I love that there's a variety of people on, and people are like, I can't keep up. HBD are the happy birthdays. So I know there are a lot of comments, and a lot of you guys are being so one team, one mission, conversating back and forth. I noticed that HAP is host to post, just a reminder, and the partnered up. This is one that I always get weird talking about it because we all call it different things. So it's what she just said. So like a giveaway post, like for example, we just launched ours, and I know someone said, where do we get these giveaways? What do we do? Go to your upline, maybe not your specific upline, your diamond upline, your ambassador upline. Almost every team does this, but if you're new and for whatever reason you don't have a big team above you or beneath you, whatever, in the beginning of host to post, we didn't have giveaway. We said, I would say, hey, quick question, real quick, could you do me a quick favor and throw a post up on your wall? If it blows up, or based on how it blows up, I totally am down to send you some samples or some free product. Okay, so I'm not saying post it and I'll give you, I'm saying based on how it goes, I'll hook you up. And then again, notebook method, I'll pay attention at the end of every night. I'll write down like their name. And then if I sign a customer, I'll write that customer next to the name. And I'm of course okay with sending free goodies to people that have posts blow up. Or maybe it doesn't even blow up in the sense of I sign people, but maybe for whatever reason, they got 30 comments and they didn't all sign the same day, but it was a good one because they are all friends with Facebook. That's still a win for me. But I want to make sure I said that. A lot of people are saying, where do I get in on your guys' giveaway? That's a kind of a confusing topic. You got to go to your upline on that. But for me, a lot of people are saying, what's the partnered up post? I call the partnered up post the giveaway post. So not only like today, we cranked out a new one for the week, and I don't know what it is. Maybe it's $100 to 4 people, whatever. I'll post that to my wall somehow in some type of way today or tomorrow. And then when people start to want to post for me, I will have them post the same thing, but it's just, we tweak it a little. I've partnered up with my friend Rachel to give away, insert giveaway. And again, the concept of this is, let's say Tierra is like, I'm going to post for you. And I give her the partnered up. And now she has 50 of her friends drop an emoji because they want to enter into the giveaway. Now I've added all of her friends that commented and they get to turn around and post for me. That's a topic for another day. I really don't know how to like make it simplified, because for me it makes sense, but it's very overwhelming if you haven't even done host post. You don't even need to do partnered up right away if you haven't even dabbled in host post, guys. Maybe I should have said that first. If you're like kind of newer to host post, we have the TFX one. Claire and Kim are going to talk really about, they have a really good day about host hair, skin, and nails. Guys, we're going to cover everything. So I don't want to tell you that during this movement, don't host post, but maybe just relax. During this host post, during this host post movement, you're going to find a lot of different methods, a lot of different host to post, a lot of different everything. If you're new to host post, you should not dive into the giveaway, having everybody else do the giveaway, because that explodes your business and it gets very overwhelming. So you got to make sure you really understand host post before you dive into that. Sorry, I probably should have given that disclaimer, but I also want to say, guys, I want to say, yeah, printing your friends list, guys, that's an easy thing. Everyone's asking how to do it. Super easy. Just play around with it. But the thing that we're talking about how to really like get people to host posts. So I want to make sure we recover that again. We're talking about, you can print off your friends list by messaging everybody on your friends list. The message, you guys can switch it up. I switch it up. Sometimes I'm like, hey girl, real quick, long time no talk. Can you do me a favor? I switch it up because I can't do the same thing over and over again. I've been in it for 6 years. I have to just be me. So I don't have the perfect one for that because I don't even do the same thing over and over again. So you can message your friends list. You can also do what we call a green light method. I'm not a big fan of this, but some people love it. The green light method is when you open up your messenger and you go to those that say they're active. And the reason why this is great is because they're online right now. So you can message them. And then host up the giveaway post like Tierra said. So having you post on your wall, this or that, which way do you like to fold your towels? Drop your answer below to enter into my giveaway. And then you have 6 bajillion people comment, and then you message them, hey, cool, I fold my towels that way too. To secure your entry, I will just give you a poster up on your wall. Tell me when you're ready. That's basically how we do it. So do you understand that there are all these different methods? This is why you can't ever exhaust it. You just have to switch it up. So like I said, I haven't touched my friends list in a minute, but that's how I started. I only did it that way. So be aware with what's working, be aware of what you're lacking right now. Are you lacking the fact, I know Chrissy said this, she's like, why would someone else post for you if you're not even posting for you? So some of you guys, maybe it's not expanding your network, you're just quiet and dead on Facebook. You can't do that too. So you got to make sure what is missing right now with your business. And then you're going to figure it out based on what we just said, what you could maybe grab a little more of and do a little bit more of. Does that make sense? Wanted to make sure I covered that. Do you have anything else to add on any of that?
Yes, I keep seeing questions about like what type of posts should you have on your actual profile and stuff. Do not just get caught up with the before and afters and stuff. Because again, if you're only posting about your business and not your life, then they're going to say, like, a lot of people are going to say no, okay? Because they're just thinking that you're a business page. But if they see that you are a real human being and you have lifestyle posts, or we just went out to eat at Outback, when is the last time you guys went there? Or something like just anything about your life, like what you're doing today, pictures of your family when you take a photo, pictures of you every now and then. It doesn't have to be an everyday thing. Talking about the product on your page sometimes. So if you love the hair, skin, nails, or if you're taking the cleanse for the first time this month, talking about that. So then people will actually know that you're using your own products, then they'll be willing to post for you as well. And then someone asked how to find the birthday list. If you go to your actual Facebook page, your page, if you click the friends list on your page, you'll see your friends list, and it's going to say birthdays. It's going to say hometown, college, high school, where you currently live, and there's like a list of people based on different categories. Yeah.
So good. I'm trying to keep up with all of this. So many people are giving their own tips. I love it. You guys make sure you pay attention to the messenger. But here's just, I know we're kind of slowing down and we're about to close this out, but you guys, you just cannot, you can't get discouraged. You can't be overwhelmed. So like you can be overwhelmed. You want to do it overwhelmed, but you can't be stressed out about this because you start to act that way. You either act on like desperation and freak out, or you don't act at all, which is obviously both of them aren't good. So you just have to breathe. and realize that this is a lot. Honestly, this is a lot in the beginning. You are like, it blows up. And so it's a lot, but it's sometimes hard to keep up with. So just, this is something where it's like literally practice makes perfect, and ease in. If this is something, you know, we're all so different with our networks. Like sometimes people only need to get 5 posts up a day, and those 5 get like a bajillion comments. You just never know what type of day it's going to be. Do what works for you. And when it gets overwhelming, don't stop. Just let up on the gas a little bit. Just let up. But you cannot stop, and you cannot have the mindset that it doesn't work. Because if you're on here right now and you're like, I'm a little bit encouraged, but I still just don't feel like this is going to help me because it hasn't yet, there's no point in you even being on here. If you don't fully believe in the concept of host to post, even if it hasn't done anything for your business yet, you have got to borrow our belief, or you're not going to, one, you're not going to work, or you're not going to work like you believe in it. And there's a major, major disconnect, you guys. So I just, if I could leave you guys with homework, and I'll pass this back off to you, Tierra, before we close it off, but if I could leave you guys with homework again, it would be print off your friends list and start going through that and have the mindset. Like, again, I keep saying game, not like my business and my, not that it's just a game to me, but it's like, it makes it more fun for me to have my friends list printed off and to be like, okay, now my goal is to get 5 sheets done today. And I hope that I can clear out 50 people, get more people. Like, that makes me want to keep going, because a lot of the time this business is about consistency, and it's about being repetitive over and over again. And you guys, honestly, you're not going to wake up every single day excited to work. You're not going to. I don't. Honestly, coming off of this 3-day unplug, I'm a little tired. And I'm like, okay, I haven't done much in 3 days because I've been hanging out with family. And now I'm like, I have to jump back in. I don't always want to do that, but I love the outcome. And once I get started, I don't want to stop. It's just getting started, you guys. So have that mindset and just don't stop. Just slow down when you need to. And again, that I think the biggest key, the thing that will change your business is figuring out what is the issue right now. Again, is it your Facebook, what you're putting out there? Is it the lack of friends? Is it the wrong network, guys? I have also had the wrong types of people, and I don't want to stress you out, but I've also had the wrong types of people where someone's like, yeah, I'll post for you. I go to their wall and everything inside me is telling me, don't do it. And I have them do it. And now I have a lot of people on my network that should not be on my network, right? So as you guys do this more and more, you're going to have people say they'll post for you. And you're going to be like, I know exactly what post I want her to do. And I know it sounds like that's really overwhelming, but this is fun. This is easy. For me, it's easy. It's something that I feel uncomfortable not doing it every single day, but it's just new. In the beginning, I was freaking out. So just know that you just have to keep on going, and then you're going to tweak it how you want. And you might take what we say and completely put your own spin on it. And it might be better than what we even did on here. I also want to address that. I know that this Zoom maybe wasn't the most exciting and most interesting, but we needed to knock all of this out because everybody else is going to just take this and run with it. So I hope that was really helpful, but I want to pass it back to you, Tierra. Anything we missed, anything that you think they need to hear? What else?
I know some people need to hear this right now. If you're feeling overwhelmed, you're wanting to do this, you want to see success in your business from using host to post, I'm going to give you a way that you can simplify it. Start by doing one way, okay? So my team started with the active list on Facebook. That's a list. Every single day, there's going to be people who are active on social media. So I would say to divide your day up. So in the morning, you're going to send out the host to post request. That's the message that says, hey, love, how are you doing? Quick question. Are you willing to throw up a post for me on your page? I'm going to give it to you to simply copy and paste. It would mean so much to me. Are you willing? Question mark. You do that in the morning to as many people as you possibly can. Okay. Just from the active list. Of course, you have all these other ways that we shared. Maybe jot them down so when this gets dry, you can go to those other things, but simplify it by starting with one way. For those people who are saying yes, you come back at lunchtime and you send out one product post to them. So if host to post for hair, skin, and nails is your jam, use that. If host to post for TFX, or if just TFX, if that's your favorite product, then just stick with that because you know about that product and you just keep pushing them out. Another big mistake that people make is switching it up too often. And then you're making a conclusion about host to post not working from the fact that you've been switching it up too much. So only stick with one product until you get the swing of things. So then in the evening, you're going to come back and see who actually posted for you. So those people who said yes, you want to make a list of those names, come back and see who actually posted for you. And that's when you go through and reach out to those people. So that is you breaking your day up and you're only sticking with one way, one method, one host to post, and you know what you should be doing throughout the whole entire day. So that hopefully that simplifies it for you guys.
Yeah, for sure. And honestly, like I said, I've switched up my like tracker method over the years, but the first time I did it, I had my notebook, but I had like my 6 list. And I know some people are like, what should you put on your 6 list? Guys, I have switched up my 6 list. So I don't even really necessarily like want to tell you, because I think mine might be different than yours, right? So there is no secret tips on that. It's just, what do you need? And honestly, yours, like I said, might be your expansion. You might only have 300 Facebook friends, and your number one thing should be expanding your Facebook fast, right? Whereas mine, I keep hitting 5,000 every day. That's not going to be my number one priority, but it might be a part of my 6 list. But the point I was making was, in the beginning of the host to post, I had my notebook and I had it like set up like this. And then like each day, this was like each sheet was a day, and I would have my 6 list. Actually, it was more like a 15 list, because I was so extra, because I was just so excited. It was part of like my comeback. So I was desperate in the best way. And I'm like, let's do this. And I went from distributor to pres in 4 months because of it. So it does work. But I had written down what it was: self-development, adding on Instagram, host posts, friending, all the things. And then I did like little boxes. I was extra. So do whatever you have to do, but it was fun in the beginning. Now I just don't need to do it that way. So maybe if you need some motivation, steal this. But so for example, if it was getting 25 people to accept my friend request, I would draw 25 boxes and I'd color them in when it happened. That made me want to work. And so having this out and being like, okay, this is my day, my list for today. I wanted to, and that's why I started 6 a.m. power hours. I don't do those anymore. I need to get back to it. I'll pray about it. But I did 6 a.m. power hours because I'm like, I want to get that list done. And by 8 o'clock, I had a major dent in it. So that's fun too. Whatever you guys have to do. Some of you guys are like, I don't need this type of motivation. Other people do. Figure it out. The point that the exciting thing to me is that we literally just gave you so many different ideas. Hopefully we didn't make you like the opposite way, but we gave you so many ideas to give you that inspiration, in the sense of, there are some wrong ways, but for the most part, there is no right or wrong way. It's just what works for you guys, okay? And I would say the wrong way would be like not even doing anything at all. So with that being said, you guys, do you have anything else left to add, Tierra? Did you look at the comments?
I would just say continue doing it, you guys. The only way you're going to learn is by doing, just like riding a bike, just like playing a guitar. So just keep doing it every single day. And after a while, it'll get easier and it'll all make sense, okay? Then you'll be able to explain it.
Yes. And I think someone just said it, just, this is going fast. Everyone's thanking us. Thank you guys. You guys are being so nice. But someone said something about what happens when people post and get nothing. You move on. And guys, I'm telling you, sometimes I've had so many times where like, I've been like, this is going to be the good one. This is going to be the good one. I give her the post and it's crickets. You just never know. You move on. You move on. There is no point in being obsessed over that one dead post, because you know what? As much as I've had that happen where I'm like, ugh, how could I be so wrong? I've also been like, this one's not going to be that good, and it blows up. You just never know. You just have to do it, guys. So like I said, hopefully this got you excited. If you already are killing it with host posts, you're like, cool, I'm refreshed, I'm ready to go. It's a new month. And the people that haven't, you feel ready and confident to go. I want to make sure I remind you guys, it's every single day. This movement is 10 a.m. Central every single day through the 17th. And we have a good topic each day. I should have checked. I believe tomorrow is all about posting around your Sabbath, which is something that has been so fresh and new with this company. And I love that they're preaching and encouraging, and it's with the queen of Sabbath, which is Rachel Wiggum. That's going to be one you definitely don't want to miss out. But like I said, try to go on every single day. And I know a lot of people are like, where are the recordings? Where are the recordings? They'll be posted on both of the corporate pages. They'll be posted on your team pages. Ask, but they'll give it like 24 to 48 hours. Don't ask right after this. We'll make sure we get it out there, but you will see the recording, you guys. We love you. We're excited for you. I hope that this made you feel just a little bit better. It sounds like it did. And we can't wait to see where you're at after the movement. Have a good day, you guys.